G'day, welcome back. So today we're going to be upgrading the brakes on the Santa Fe. So our 2014 Hyundai Santa Fe started to get a bit of a brake vibration. When I took it for its warranty fitness safety inspection end of last year, they said the brakes probably won't last a year. So given they had a vibration, given they're on their way out, given Supercheap Auto had a sale, I picked up some of these DBA Street Series T2 Slotted discs and Bendix 4-wheel drive SUV brake pads. Never used either of these before, but I've got high hopes they're going to be a good solution. So I've already done one side of the car, and you see there's still a fair bit of life on these pads here. These are genuine Hyundai pads. They're worn fairly even, slightly unevenly, starting to wear unevenly. But yeah, still a bit of life on those. Brake discs don't look too bad. They're big 320mm discs. They're pretty beefy. Twin piston calipers. But yeah, doing this side, I found the problem. The reason for our vibration was the caliper slide pins were pretty much seized in the caliper bracket. So I've cleaned up on the passenger side. So we'll take you through, have a look at the driver's side. So here we are. Here's our new pads. So in terms of the Bendix range, for this car there's two options. You get the standard general CT, whatever their standard pad is, or you get the 4-wheel drive SUV pad. These are supposed to be like a heavier duty, better brake pad. In terms of costs, these were $19 more expensive than the standard pads, a bit of a premium price. What do you get for that? Well, probably a different compound. You get this blue stripe technology, which means you don't have to bed them in. And their main selling point for these, it's got this EPR, this what does that stand for again? The epoxy modified phenolic resin. So yeah, different compound, should be a better pad, should be better for when we're towing, camping, fully laden. So yeah, quality pads there, hopefully. And yeah, that's our pads. Our discs, a lot of words in here. DBA Street Series T2 Slotted discs with kangaroo paw technology. So what does that mean? Well, let's rip one out. Well, first thing we'll say, they're coated discs. You don't need to clean them off. They come ready to stick on the car, so you don't need any brake cleaner, which is a bit of a bonus because we're in lockdown. I can't go and get any, and I've run out. So yeah, we've done this without any brake cleaner, but that's fine. It's not necessary. Sorted. Alright, so here's our new disc. As you can see, looks like a brake disc, but you'll notice we got this painted center, which is good, means it's not going to rust. And also see we got slots. Now these slots are unidirectional, if that's a word. It is a word. So these aren't handed discs, so they can go either side of the car, makes it easier. And we also got the kangaroo paw technology, which your standard cooling vanes on the old disc here, they're just kind of straight vanes, nothing too exciting happening in there. But our kangaroo paw technology, I'll put a wee clip in, but you'll see they kind of a lot of variation in there. You get it's supposed to get a much better gas flow through these, which should make for better cooling and that kind of stuff. So a fancy rotor. In terms of cost, so there were two options for the disc. They had the standard rotor, or you had these T2 slotted ones, and the difference is the slots and the painting. So it was about $23 a disc more expensive for the fancier rotors, so $46 in total for the bedded discs, extra $19 for the better pad, so $65 on top of the cheaper option. So what's that? That's probably cost per kilometre over the life of a set of discs and pads. Probably not a huge cost, but hopefully we get some performance gains. As I said, I got these from Supercheap Auto. They all went on sale, so we're 30% off the listed price on the website. So a cracking deal. They did take about 6 weeks to come in, special order, so they were made in Australia, sent over to New Zealand. Took about 6 weeks to get these, but they're here. We'll stick them on. Right, so just out of interest, I thought I'd weigh the two rotors, so let's weigh in the old ones. 9.3 kilos. And the new one's 10.2. So new rotors are a full kilo heavier, so that's a fair difference. So that's good for brake performance, improved brake fade, heat resistance, all that kind of stuff. Awesome, but worse unsprung mass. So I'll take the braking performance over the slight handling loss, but there we go. Quite a big difference. The Bendix brakes have this Android app here. That means you can identify the pads you need by taking a photo. So what you need to do, you need to place your pad friction side up, center of a plain piece of A4 paper, and align using a grid. You're supposed to get the whole piece on the white. Could retake that, hang on. Move that down a touch. It's a bit hard when you're trying to look for a camera and everyone else. Hang on. Oh yeah. Right, there we go. So we've got a perfect picture there. See what it reckons it is. DB 2034, there you go. DB 2034, DB 2034. Hyundai. Santa Fe, so same pad for most of the Santa Fe's from the looks of it. It's the 2012 Ford. That's the standard racer general CT. We've got the 4-wheel drive version, so we've got the uprated ones, but yeah, it's pretty clever, eh? I did try it on a Ford Mondeo rear pad and it got pretty close. It gave a few options, but yeah, that's spot on. The Bendix app works well. Right, so this isn't a DIY video, this is just me changing some brakes. If you want to know how to do it properly, check out Jim the Car Guy or someone, and yeah, I'll show you how I do it, but don't follow this. Purely entertainment. These are much more unevenly worn. So I'm guessing, oh, that pin moves alright. No, these pins actually move okay, the other ones were jammed in there solid, so that's kind of interesting, but we'll give them a good clean up. Got 2 retaining screws. It's not that tight, don't need the impact driver, it's just a handy wee screwdriver. Yeah, these were in much better shape than the other ones. I use whatever you like, but I always use red rubber grease for caliper pins. Move nice and freely. Right, now according to my info, these bracket bolts are 98 foot-pounds, no, 98 newton meters. It's B. Is B, 78.5 to 98.1 newton meters. We'll go with that. This is from HSF Manual, Hyundai Santa Fe Manual.com. Seems pretty legit. There's not much room to get your torque wrench in there. So yeah, torque wrench doesn't go in the top one that easily. But that's somewhere in the 78 to 98 ballpark. Right, so winding back calipers, you can do it a number of ways, but I always do it by letting the fluid out. So I'm just going to get all the dust and junk off our piston. Brake clean would be so much easier than right now, but shops are shut. Alright, dual caliper pistons, so it's easy if you put an old pad in there. Get your tool, and of course you can do it without a tool, but why would you? So we'll just get it ready there. Then what we're going to do is take the cap off the bleeder. See the bleeder. Crack it loose. Make sure it's still done up. Put our drain duder on. Open it up. Compress our pistons. Come here. put the pads in. I use Morris copper anti-seize for the bits of the pad that touch metal. Not a lot. A bit of copper grease on wherever metal touches metal, and a bit where the calipers go. That on. Our torque there should be, what should that be? Don't know, it doesn't say. So we'll just give that a wee nudge up. There will be a torque for it. That was my tool. Right, this is what we look like on the car. Looks pretty sweet. I'll pop the wheel on, you can have a look at the finished product. Really important you torque your wheel nuts, of course. These are, again, Hyundai always does a range, 88 to 107 Newton meters. We've done about 103 we went for. Just pumped up the pedal, it's nice and firm. Just have a look, we're on 266,769 kilometers. Take the foot brake off. Let's get out of here. There we are, that was pretty straightforward. Certainly they seem like quality parts, but unfortunately we're in the middle of a lockdown here thanks to this nasty virus, so can't go for a test drive and tell you what they feel like, but I'll take it to work, essential worker, a few times. I'll put some Ks on it, we'll come back and we'll give you my opinion on how they work out, but certainly they look well made, they're nice and solid, a kilo heavier than the factory one, so that's great for brake fade and braking performance. Yeah, and the pad should be good too. So yeah, there we are. Check out DBA brakes, check out Bendix pads, check out Supercheap Auto where it all came from and where all the tools we used came from to do the job. And there we go. Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one. Cheers.